Hello and welcome to Random Packet Loss. My name is Kieran Maxey, and today we have game two of round one of the Leisure Games Store Championships. So on the left we have Ollie playing CTM and Barry on the right playing Andromeda. So Quorum is legal for this event, which means that R1 is also legal. But apparently no one gave Ollie the memo that CTM is dead, so... Oops. No, I kid. I'm actually not convinced that CTM is, like, as dead. I mean, people have said CTM's dead pretty much, it seems like every pack ever since Temujin. Like after Worlds, even Chris Dyer was saying, oh yeah, you know... So CTM's dead, you can't play CTM with Temujin, and clearly that was wrong. So, you know, I think it's still something that is tricky to deal with, even though it has gotten a lot weaker with Alan Marin being released. So, I mean, Barry's got a pretty decent start here. Install Desperado, account Siphon, and then... yeah, clearing the tags, just kind of a couple of users cards. Still not so bad for Ollie though, because he had got a turn 1 sweeps, which is, you know, amazing against Andromeda, and now he's got a bankers, so yeah. Ollie's still in a very commanding position here. I mean, it does very much kind of come down to what cards both players have. Like, if Barry has some way to deal with the CTM ability, like say Employee Strike, then he can just start hosing these assets. And also if he has an Aaron Marin early, then he can deal with that. For the moment, he's just checked both assets, taking a CTM tag. There's an Archangel there, so Ollie's going to pay 3 to fire the Archangel, bounce the Desperado. Yeah, I think that's correct. Like, that's actually a pretty big tempo hit for Barry here. Barry ditches Ice Analyzer? Yeah? I mean, that sounds like a card you ditch. So yeah, but I'll be interested to see this now. So Barry's playing clearly something strange again. I have seen Burb decks playing Ice Analyzer, so that could be interesting. So Barry's going to reinstall Desperado, and here you can see it's like, again, it's a click and 3 credits. Like, that's tough. And then yeah, run R1D, see a Sensi. Oh, get an agenda. It's what the problem I found with playing against CTM is that you think, okay, I've got Desperado down. Like, I can run R&D for accesses and take money. It's like clicking for credits, but better. But then you run R&D and you see a Sensi. It's like, okay, well, I guess I spend a credit to trash that. Run again, it's like a banker. It's like, okay, I guess I spend a credit to trash that. And you... Like, obviously it's good because you're getting rid of the assets before they're installed, but it's still just like, I've not got any money. I mean, like, Barry getting Temujin here would really radically change this game, because all of a sudden Barry, like, pays 4, runs 3 times, gets 15 credits, and then only has to, like, defend the server still. So that would be huge here if Barry draws a if Barry draws a Temujin. I think possibly Barry ran the Jackson there, or Archives, to then pop the Jackson. And KT and Click. That's an interesting one against CTM. KT, of course, is a pretty juicy target for something like a breaking news trash. However, it is a good offshoring tactic. Like, if you've got lots of money and lots of money on KT, normally CTM can't breaking news, closed accounts, and kill KT. Especially if he gets Aaron Marin down, then, you know, that becomes a lot safer. But what it does mean is that if Ollie goes for a big tempo play, he has to decide between draining your real credits or killing the KT, and, you know, if he if he closes your accounts, you just clear Katie and you're back up to a good amount of money. So yeah, seems fair. Got a lovely, pretty pad there for Ollie. This is, of course, the Store Championship Participation Prize. Yeah, it's very, very nice. So it looks like Ollie's starting to set a remote here. Getting a sand set up here would be really good, especially since Barry doesn't seem to have any breakers quite yet. Which means that sand behind any sort of gear check could be really quite nice right now. Yeah, looks like that's what we've got, so... Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, so... So yeah, so that's unfortunate. That is... I guess that is a lot of clicks broken there. But, I mean... I don't know. There are worse things that breaking news can do. So, I still don't hate that from Barry. Like, ooh, compromised employee. I think that's the name of it. It's the one which, whenever the court presses a piece of ice, you gain a credit, and also you get recurring credit for paying into traces. But that is, Ollie's just gonna score a Beal off the sand. I mean, why not? Since Barry's being very nice just to let him have it. Does he have a choice here? I mean, I wonder if you just start running ice servers, try and get some compromised employee credits. But that is quite dangerous when a lot of CTM's ice is quite punishing to face check. Like Turnpike is horrible. It really is. Oh. Looks like we're ditching a burb and a special order. Seems weird because it seems like... Oh, yeah. So there's an Astro. So, yeah, Barry's in trouble here. Right now the Sansan barely even matters because Ollie can just Astro out the last Beal. So yeah, Barry's got a lot of work to do. He would have to... He has to like set up a mad R&D lock right now and just stop Ollie from seeing any agendas. Same old Siphon, it looks like, yep. And there's an Archangel. So, yeah, the trouble here is that Ollie can just boost the trace, and it looks like that's what he's doing, so that Barry doesn't get any credits from the Siphon. Barry does get a couple of credits for the res, but meh, whatever. And yeah, so Desperado's going to be bounced. He doesn't even get the Desperado credit here. Going to get an access. Sniping a 3-2 would be amazing here. Hard-hitting news. Yeah, that's... I mean, the good news is that Ollie has no money now, so... Looks like... Yeah, well, at least Barry gets a couple of credits there. It looks like... I think it's the point where he realises that actually the Santan doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, he decides not to trash it. Which means he doesn't actually need to pay the pop-up credits because... yeah, I think that's my arm there pointing out that he doesn't need to pay the pop-up credit. He can just let the pop-up end the run. Yeah, so... Ollie's really just digging for the winning agenda here now. And I mean, the good thing about having a Santan and an Astro, it means that you can go click 1 Jackson and then click 2 score, click 2 and 3 score the agenda off a Santan with an Astro counter. It also means Ollie needs only 1 credit to do that. Yeah, just launching an R&D. I mean, who needs breakers really? Like, I mean, none of all this stuff is ending the run, so yeah, who cares? No. Yeah, I think there's not really a lot bad I can do here. Like, there's no multi-axis, so running R&D is basically the best thing you can do here. You could also try and run HQ to see if Ollie drew the agenda last turn, but it's just not. Yeah. Oh, it looks like that's what he's doing. Play through the trace. Nice. Yeah, that's nice. Admittedly, that was the agenda that Ollie couldn't score anyway, but yeah, nice. Barry just needs two more accesses and like that. Ah. Well, at least he got the food there, because otherwise Ollie would be in line to do like a hard-hitting news into Psycho play. But yeah, that sense he's very likely to draw into agenda, but apparently not. I mean, Jackson turn one hit, click one here? Surely do, because if you draw into a Beal, you win. I mean, also, like, it is fair just to fortify Essentials. I mean, Ollie's going to win this game eventually. Like, eventually he'll draw into agenda. He just needs to make sure he doesn't lose first. As much sense as that makes. Storing Desperado for the third time here. Yeah, and finally, something with an end the run subroutine. So Barry does at least get his compromised employee credits there. But not a lot he can do apart from that. Yeah, he's gonna so he's gonna run the Sensi and then use compromised employee credits to beat the trace, beat the CTM trace. So that's a nice little bit of tech. But in archives to see the food that's always in archives, but unfortunately not. There's another Sensi. Yeah, come on, yeah, this has to be it, right? You're seeing 4 extra cards, and you know if he Jackson draws first click, then you know that's 5 cards. No, sorry, 6 cards. That's what 4 plus 2 is. Yeah. Well, it's just, I mean, yeah, I still think Jackson first. I mean, maybe Ollie just doesn't see that line quite yet. But again, like, it's perfectly legitimate just to try and not lose here. And he drew into a breaking news, so that's fair. Just score that. And that just means that there's now another card in Ollie's deck that can win in the game. Yeah, so now either one of the 2 Beals or the third breaking news will win Ollie the game, which is nice. Yeah, having to score food would be really annoying for Ollie at this point, but I don't think he needs to. Especially with Sensi there. Well, Sensi that used to be there, but with Jackson there, it means he can just ditch the foods. Not really any point in even attempting to score those at this point. Go on. Okay, so Jackson draw. Yeah, there's a food. I mean, he could shove that on the San, but like, it's not worth it. Like, giving Barry another 2 points just means that Barry just needs to get 1 lucky access off R&D, for example, and he's lost. It's just not worth it. So Jackson drawing. But I mean, it's too late to do anything quite yet, to score quite yet. I'm just going to ditch a bunch of cards. Yeah, we're going to see Jackson. Yeah, I imagine Ollie just shuffled the food back in there. Again, he just doesn't want to see that. Guys, it's just really like if Barry had like a medium here and any way to sort of just make runs through that wraparound, then Barry would actually be in quite a commanding position here. This is kind of why Anarch is very strong, because between Faust and medium, you can often just you can get very high value Hail Marys. That the number of games that I've both lost to CTM and won as Anarch against CTM have been, great, CTM has got this locked down, they've got, you know, They've landed all the tags. They've got like 1 million assets. You know, they just need to win. Wait, no. What's that? What's that medium doing there? No. Stop running R&D. Stop it. Yeah, and often just Anarch can just win from that point, but it's a bit harder for Criminal if they're not set up, because they do. It's a lot easier to gear check them, and of course medium's usually only a one-of in the deck if it's in there at all. I don't know what Barry's running, whether he is running a medium or not. So he's just running through HQ, which seems fair. Ollie drew a lot of cards last turn, so it is not unlikely that there is a agenda in there. Although I don't think there is. But like that is where... Oh, inside shot. Inside shot on R&D. I mean, fair enough. Just a psycho. Yeah. I mean, you got to try, don't you? Yeah, looks like we're just going for another HQ access. Yeah, Ollie's not going to fire the Archangel to bounce the one compromised employee. Yeah, just a... I mean, I guess Ollie can now draw click 1 and then try and go for it. That also works. Just install, take 2 credits. Barry's not really threatening anyway to... to run R&D. Like, it's 1 credit and he still needs to find a barrier breaker. Sec test? Sure. No, don't trust Cass, Barry. That's money. Where are these agendas? This game is ridiculous.
I was just mostly playing Shaper for most of my Netrunner career, and it's just kind of like...
Yeah, sure. Money's nice. Yeah. Just wait until you top deck the agenda seems fair. You almost wonder if, like, Barry... Oh, data dealer! I mean, that's one... Sure. I mean, that's... Like, if Barry can stabilise here and maybe get an R&D lock, there is still a chance. But that's unfortunate because it just moves the goalposts further away for Barry. Yeah, there he is. Man, that was a really weird game. Just like CTM just not seeing the agendas they need. It's very easy to say on hindsight, but I almost wonder if Barry had spent less time trying to get accesses and more time setting up, whether he would have had a better chance there. But again, it's so difficult because if Ollie had the agenda in hand, then Barry would have just lost. So you just can't predict that Ollie's not going to see one of the 3 cards that wins him the game, like until like 10 turns later. But at any rate, well played by both players. So until next time, I've been Kim Maxi. This has been Random Packet Loss, and thank you very much for watching.